team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Levin. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try the run. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for a gap. It's Owens. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
The short hands, it's Wilson. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Craver. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sun Devils are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
The aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Just keeps moving. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Texas A&M 7, Arizona State 0.
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on 2nd down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And it's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Tyson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start this drive going to the air.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. Spins away from one. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Immediately fires to the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinal. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught near the sideline, it's Moss. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of them.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The give on the inside.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. The official says no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Levin. He rifles one deep to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas A&M 7, Arizona State 6.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt goes out of bounds and didn't do a whole lot to flip field position as they'll take over at the 40. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tyson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to change this route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buys a little time with his feet. Intercepted for the 11th time. Still on his feet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Craver. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. This is a design run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Reed. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of...
Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. QB draw. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Play the analytics here and you go for 2. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for space. It's Owens. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that? Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now on the option. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 15, Arizona State 6.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And his first pass is incomplete.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Safe completion on the screen. He's loose. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Arizona State 6.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel up.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
4th and goal now in the 4th quarter, down a couple of scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
Snaps it in the shotgun. Rushes on him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give as they work on that clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the ground, it's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Brings up 4th down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. they can move the chains. They can just about salt this game away. To the air, it's Zeno. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Keep it on the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They go to the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
First and goal, Arizona State.
Black 24. Black 24.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.